Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Random Rants. I don't know. That might be a little too grandiose for a rant channel. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. Anyway, for some reason today, and it's probably because I watch a bunch of political stuff, but there is a lot of racism on the algorithm today. Oh boy, I can hardly see myself. But there's a lot of hate. And honestly, there really shouldn't be. Like, I get it. People are aggravated. Whoever they voted for didn't get in office, blah, blah, blah. A lot of division. But that's kind of how they all want us, right? Divided and angered at each other. Honestly, we need to stop with the hate and start focusing on bettering not only ourselves, but our country. And for all you people that are like, free Palestine, blah, blah, blah. Well, first off, how are we going to help other countries if ours isn't, good? Y'all scream that America's horrible and everything, and yet you guys don't want to leave. The people that come here illegally don't want to leave. And you all want to help other countries. Okay. Then leave. Stop wasting our time. If you don't like the country you're in, ship off to another one. And before you say plane tickets are so expensive, blah, 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 it's a one-time purchase. And I see all of you usually carrying around like $400, $500 purses and wearing really nice shoes and all that. So you obviously can afford the ticket. Oh, broken glass. Poor street. You all can obviously afford the ticket, but you don't want to leave, do you? You don't actually hate this country. You like the fact that you really don't have much to worry about. So you make things to worry about. You bitch, piss, and moan that this country isn't the greatest, yet you can't name a single country that's better. You cry that Trump's a horrible president and this country's going downhill and yada, 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 yet gas prices are down. Groceries are down. You have a car, which is rare in other countries, unless it's another first world country. You can afford rent, unless you're in California or New York, because they're hot messes. You have electricity, air conditioning. Like, you have opportunities that other people in third world countries don't have. And yet you think this country sucks. Stop being brainwashed. Start doing your own research. Stop making this about me, and start realizing life ain't as bad as you guys want it to be, as you guys make it out to be. So stop your crying, pick yourself up off your ass, and get a job. I'm out here trying to get a job. My go-to, I apply for anything and everything, because I want to be a productive member of society. It's getting to that point where I'm getting winded because I'm ranting. Because in order to get what you want in life, you have to work for it. Socialism doesn't work. Because, hell, China and Russia wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for us. If they didn't accept our capitalist money, their countries would have fallen, despite what Candace Owens says. Hell, they paid her to be flown to Russia so Russian media can proclaim that they don't hate us as much as they actually hate us. So we can start putting our money back in their country again. Because they're hurting. Because they're realizing communism and socialism aren't viable. They want a country that works. Capitalism. Democracy. Even though we're a republic. China's hurting. That's why they kowtowed to Trump. Ooh, I forgot to tie my shorts. But, sorry, I have to catch my breath. Should have tied up my hair. It's windy today. I think we're going to make it to the halfway point and then turn around so you guys don't have to listen to the cars. Crunchy Rocks. Rocks ASMR. Maybe. Now where was I? Alright. Socialism and communism doesn't work. Venezuela was collapsing before we stole their dictator, and then the person who actually won her election took over. We helped them rebuild. Hopefully, by the way, call out to Venezuela. If I had the money, I'd assist you guys. But I'm broke white folks, so... Anyway, Venezuela was struggling until, we yoinked their dictator. Which is funny because you guys were pissed off that we stole their dictator. And then you're pissed off and calling Trump a dictator because he won the popular and electoral vote. Like, y'all are dumb. Cuba's struggling. I mean, the moment we started taking out their allies and they no longer had that fuel to become that communism utopia, they ended up collapsing under themselves. And America's hopefully helping them out. The actual people, not the government in charge, because fuck the government in charge. Communism and socialism are complete trash. They're trash ideas. Marxist communism was created by a man who simply wanted to fucking hold on to power, and he created a system that he knew wouldn't work. Fuck communism. Trust me, you guys don't want a communism dystopia. Oh, I guess you would think it was a communism utopia, but no, communism sucks. Every immigrant that came here to escape communism will tell you the exact same thing. You don't see people fleeing America because they don't like the freedoms they're allowed. Yet people are fleeing communist countries. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, I'm glad we're the kid with the big stick again, because I'm tired of being the laughing stock of the world when we have the strongest military, the strongest economy, and the most freedom. Hopefully whoever's needing them sirens is okay. So, get over yourselves. This isn't even in a communist regime, you're still not going to get a bunch of free stuff, because the only thing that you're going to get for free is starvation in communism. And that's the only way they're going to make everybody equals, because everybody's going to be starving, and they're going to be forcing everybody to work. So those of you who make enough money, or who are on welfare and everything, who make enough welfare and stuff to where you don't have to work, yeah, imagine a communist regime where you don't get the choice but to have to work. And for all of those LGBTQ thinking that communism is best for the LGBTQ community, the first people to get slaughtered for no reason in a communist regime are the homosexuals. They're the homosexuals, the queers, so on and so forth. You guys are the first ones to always die in a communist regime. So remember that. Hell, it's illegal in China to be gay. Same in Russia. If you're homosexual in Russia, they are legally allowed to beat you to death. So these communist utopias that you guys are, I'm doing air quotes, I have a small camera, so, but these communist supposed utopias that you guys, that you LGBTQ people sing praises of, they don't like you. The only reason that they like you right now is because you're trying to tear America apart. Fucking nut up and realize that they're realize that you are not the world's problem. Nobody gives a fuck who you're sleeping with. Nobody gives a fuck about your choices as long as it's not on our TV. Nobody cares. The only people who would care are communists, where you don't have property, which means that the government can storm your property at any given time, watch you through your guys' devices. You think America's bad right now with watching that? I'm sorry to tell you this, sweetheart, but you ain't that interesting. They're looking for more viable threats. Like the dumbasses that tried to tried to do a terrorist attack on the 250th birthday of, well, planned to do an attack on the 250th birthday of America. You want to know why people are trying to attack America? Because we are the shining beacon of hope for people in communist countries. The only time that people ever attack other people is when that person is a threat to other people in power. That means we're in the right. You'll get over it. I know you guys don't like it when we're always right, but we're basically the dad of the world, where we let them play and everything until they get too big for their britches, and then we smack them down. Take Iran, for instance. Whew, more stone AMSR. Well, gravel. Ruin it all. Ruin all the hard work. But anyway, if any of you went over to Iran, you would be beat to death because you do not follow their version of Sharia law. If you are a female in America and you show anything, any skin at all, you will be either raped or beat to death. It's happening a lot in New York. It's happening a lot in California. It's happening all over the UK. You don't even act like you guys haven't seen those files. They're all over the internet right now. So stop fighting each other and start realizing who the real enemy is. My beard looks majestic. But anyway, long obnoxious rant aside, we're a family in this. If they target one American, they target us all. They don't care what political side you're on. All they care about is making sure that America falls. Stop being retarded. And stop fighting your brothers and sisters. Start realizing how great the country you live in is. Hell, we're the only country in the world that allows you to step on our American flag, burn our American flag. We don't like it, but you have the right to do that. If you did that in any other country, you would be immediately arrested. And they'd either send you to a different country, or you wouldn't see the light of day again. Try that shit in Russia and China. I guarantee you it's not going to end well. Hell, you're not even legally allowed to fly the American flag in China. Actually, that may have changed with BD Trump going over there for peace talks. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Russia and China aren't our friends. They do not like us. They love the fact that we're currently tearing each other apart. But I guarantee you, if America falls, they're going to kill all of us. They don't care about what political side you're on. You're either going to have to kneel to their flag, or they're going to put you down. And trust me when I say, the supposed laws that they show you guys, that's not the laws of the land. There's a reason there's horror stories from Russia and China about police forces ripping people out of their homes, and then those people not ever being heard from again. My hair. So always remember, love thy neighbor. Yes, I used a Bible quote, even though I'm not Christian. Love thyself. And get them fucking communists out of our damn country. I'm sick and tired of hearing about Mamdani thinking he knows how to run New York and then running it straight into the ground. I'm tired of hearing Gavin Commie Goosen. I don't even respect him enough to remember his name. He messed up California. It didn't all of a sudden go from being the most beautiful state that everybody wanted to come visit to being a fucking communist hellhole out of nowhere. It became that way because Gavin Newsom, that's his name. Newsom, yeah. But it's because he allowed it to get that bad. You know it's bad where you're at when your own in-laws decide to flee the country to Florida. You know, where it's well known about Florida, man. Where it's well known that typhoons, hurricanes, and storms happen all the time. And yet somehow magically they prefer that over commie California. Shape up. I'm tired of hearing about all this negativity on my TV because all of you are too stupid to realize that you're burning down your own homes. It's getting ridiculous, guys, and it needs to stop. We need to realize who the real enemies are. We need to realize that the people who are screaming for Palestine and Iran and all of them, that's a psyop. And not even a good one. Most of them don't even speak proper English. And yet somehow magically, you're all believing like barely put together AI videos of how they're supposedly winning a war without a military. You're believing somebody in Pakistan that they're somehow magically in America, even though their account states that they're in Pakistan, which, by the way, didn't even exist. Israel literally allowed the Pakistanis to have that land by the goodness of their own heart. And then Pakistan decided, that's not enough, we're going to keep attacking you until you give us all of the land. Pakistan doesn't exist. It's part of Israel. The only reason that Pakistan is considered even remotely different is because Israel allows it. Because it's Israeli land. And now they're attacking Israel, even though Israel gave them a home, because all the rest of the Muslim countries didn't allow them in. So you know what? Next time you guys say Israel's the enemy, just remember, Israel was the only one that was willing to give Pakistan an actual home. Random Rants, signing out. Like and subscribe.